Okay, so hello everyone. Thank you for the invitation and the opportunity to present you what we do in Hungary. I'm Zsuzsanna Pusztai and I'm working for the Innovative Training Support Center in Hungary. And I'm also a member of the National VET team. So let me first tell you a few words about the work of the VET team. We are 9 experts in this team, school leaders, teachers, VET experts, representatives of Adult Education Institute, VET centers, and ministerial background institutions such as my institution. And this team is coordinated by the Tempus Public Foundation, which is a non-profit organization established in the 90s by the Hungarian government with the task of managing international cooperation programs and special projects in the field of education. I'm sorry. The main activities of this VET team are the following. My colleagues do workshops on current topics to help teachers and trainers in VET, for example, on the topic of learning outcomes and quality assurance in Erasmus Plus projects, digital transformation in VET, and centers of vocational education excellence projects. And they also we also have trainings for VET teachers, 2 accredited training programs. One is focusing on project-based teaching, and the other one is on Erasmus Plus project management. We also have publications, 4 publications of 6 booklets in 4 years. One which is really popular, or the teachers say it helps a lot, is Practice Makes Master. It's also a handbook on project-based learning, focusing on project-based learning in international cooperation project. And it was updated this year. And we also have other booklets. We, of course, participate in national and international events. And we organize own conferences on internalization of VET. Our next conference, I'm sorry. Okay. Our next conference takes place in Budapest on Thursday and Friday. And a few words about my institution, or where I work. It's the IKK Innovative Training Support Center. It's a background institution of the Ministry of Culture and Innovation, which is responsible for VET in Hungary. We function as a methodological center for vocational education, and in the framework of this, we provide CPD programs for teachers. We develop program and outcome requirements and curricula. We perform the external evaluation of VET schools in the framework of the quality assurance system, which was introduced in 2020. And we provide jakości to VET schools.
Udzielamy też wsparcia szkołom zawodowym w budowaniu systemów zapewniania jakości. Także głównie staramy się dawać wsparcie nauczycielom i instytucjom.
Information Center for VET. We run a web page where we hope all important information are available on VET. And it can be also interesting for pupils and parents who are so to help them in their career choice, I mean the pupils, or adults who want to learn and have an occupation. And we also have sub-pages for vet teachers and institutions where they can find all information for their work. We also have an examination center, and we organize professional and qualification examinations if no accredited examination center is available, so it's a substitutional role that we play. We are the national coordinators of CEDEFOP's ReferNet project, and we also have other EU-funded and other development projects, such as development program in the framework of the Swiss-Hungarian cooperation program, which partially support these activities I mentioned and contribute to the development of the skills of students and adults and teachers in other ways. So, yeah, the title of my presentation is the Digitalization Challenge and Opportunity, not a really creative title, but it describes what teachers and decision makers have to face now. So we find that the most teachers in Hungary still see only the challenges when we talk about digitalization, but there are also many innovative teachers who take advantage of the opportunities given by digitalization and also AI. And it's also a challenge for decision makers to track the rapid changes when designing the structure and the content of the occupations. So we talked about it a lot, and these trends are no surprise for anyone, I think, but just to slice to introduce what I want to say. This figure is from the Future of Jobs report of the World Economic Forum. And it shows the core skills required by workers in 2023, according to the opinion of the surveyed companies. You see that the technology skills are generally considered to be less important than cognition, for example, or working with others. But these companies were also surveyed which skills they consider to increase in importance by 2027, and you see the technological literacy is the third fastest growing core skill, according to their opinion, and AI and big data is also in the top 10. So we always say that that should serve the labor market. And in line what was already mentioned yesterday, digitalization has two aspects in VET. One is, so first we have to define what skills do future employees will need by the end of their vocational education when they enter the labor market. So this means we have to incorporate digital skills in the program and outcome requirements of each occupation, which is not easy to be quick enough. And when we have this, the next question is how we equip the students with these skills, and anyway, how we use the opportunities provided by digitalization in education. As a response to this question, the creation of a digital learning environment is one of the main elements of the policy developments in Hungary. And this means not only infrastructural developments and the purchase of digital tools and so on, but also development of digital learning materials and the introduction of new teaching methods. So where are we now? As a first step, digital education strategy was adopted in 2016, and it already defined the main goals when talking about digitalization in education. Since 2018, we also have the sectoral skills councils in 19 sectors who can transmit the needs of the labor market to the decision makers in vocational education. And our midterm strategy, VET 4.0, which was adopted in 2019, puts also a big emphasis on digitalization in that. And we have the AI action plan and an AI strategy. So we have the strategic frameworks. Now we are in the phase of the implementation, so we have to work now. So as I mentioned, as a first step, we redesigned the structure and the content of the vocational occupations. A new register of vocational occupations was adopted in 2020 with the digital competence level of each occupation. So I just chose some examples. And I would highlight a new occupation that we have. It's this education assistant, where a special emphasis is placed on digital competences and digital skills, so that schools can employ this education assistant in the future to help teachers by using digital solutions in their everyday work. So we have this 8 levels. It's a kind of a simplified version of the digital competence framework. And then we defined the program and outcome requirements on a learning outcome approach. That was a big change because previously we had the mandatory framework curricula, which we don't have anymore. We placed these outcome requirements on a learning outcome approach. They define the required outcomes along 4 descriptors: skills and competencies, knowledge, the expected behavior and attitudes, and the level of autonomy and responsibility. These program and outcome requirements, they are launched by the ministers, so they are not defined in a decree or something like that, so it can be changed and developed more flexible now. And another new element of the program and outcome requirements is the project-based education and examination, which is also not easy to apply for teachers who are used to frontal classroom teaching, which has a great tradition in Hungary. So it's really not easy to change the attitude of teaching and so what do we need to have a digital learning environment? Of course, we need the infrastructure and the equipment. The more, the better, but I thought it's the same everywhere. I would rather present a few good examples, and then you can decide if they are good or not. What we do in Hungary, they are maybe small steps, but they can contribute to a modern VET system. So, in the framework of an EU-funded project, so-called digital community workshops were developed in each VET centers. They are multifunctional spaces featuring the latest digital devices such as 3D printing, laser cutting, CNC machining, programmed sewing machines. So it's a space for educational innovation and creative learning in that. That's what we say. And a few photos. How does it look like in reality? So here, it's this one is in East Hungary. It's really a big one, a big workshop, and here you can see that everything is in one place. So the sewing workshop, the woodworking workshop, or the robots and the digital devices, and you see that also younger pupils. So you can also see younger pupils and students of the VET institutions here, because these digital community workshops, they are also used in career orientation. They organize like summer camps and other programs for the kids. And it's also used to develop the competences and the skills of VET students. We have an electronic administration system, which has several modules and applications. It serves as an administration system for, I'm sorry, the pictures are in Hungarian, but I didn't have English ones. So it serves as an administration system for school leaders and teachers. I would highlight one module, which is the early school living module, which help teachers and school leaders to recognize students with the risk of dropping out early enough. So it serves as a signalizing system. There is also a monitoring system in the framework of this platform. There are so the students can see their timetables, their homeworks, news, notes. They can see their average of their notes and things like that. And also, also parents can use this platform to see what's happening with their children, and also to, for example, to submit like excuse notes or things like that. So it's a communication platform between the school and the parents also. And in the framework of this system, we have the digital collaboration space, which is maybe similar to, I mean, maybe you have a similar platform here. In the framework of an EU-funded project, more than 600 digital learning materials have been developed in the past few years, from which 470 are related to vocational education, and it covers 14 sectors. And like 200 are related to general subjects and financial awareness. And we have also digital learning materials on green transition and sustainability. And these developments go on in the next years. Further 150 to 200 digital learning materials are to be developed related to 8 sectors. So how does it look like? Again in Hungarian, but I think I can like tell you what the point is. So this is the digital collaboration space. where the learning materials are available. These learning materials cover smaller units and can be used in more sectors and so in the education of more sectors and occupations. They also can be searched on this platform. They are interactive. They always have a test at the end. Teachers can design their own teaching materials with the help of this platform or application. And it's also available as a mobile application, which is important, I think, for the students. And the teachers can choose, so they can assign these digital learning materials related to the given subject. So, and they can see the progress of the students, and they can evaluate their work. So we have the digital learning materials, and we also need teachers who are able and motivated to use them and to use modern teaching methods. One of our experts, a teacher in vet school, summarized really good what is needed to teach the alpha generation. So you have to integrate technology schools in education, use interactive teaching methods, incorporate visual and multimedia tools in everyday teaching, use these collaboration tools. You have to be aware of digital security and ethics. You have to improve the students' creativity. So it's really, I think it's a big challenge for teachers, or most of them. So what can we do to support them? One of our main tasks in Innovative Training Support Center is to provide formal and informal CPD opportunities for vet teachers, so to continuously develop. We already have some further training programs that concentrate on digital skills and digital learning environment, but it's also in the focus of the future developments. The ESF Plus programs focus on the improvement of basic ICT skills of teachers, basic and not basic, but also we also need basic skills developed to support the use of these digital learning materials, so that they can really be used by the teachers. We started short training programs, so one-day training programs in 6 pilot sectors. They are really popular. They are practice-orientated, and vet teachers who participated in it really say that it's a big help for them, and we plan to expand it in further sectors. We also support or provide methodological support to use the digital community workshops. It's one of the main focuses of our Swiss-Hungarian development program, such as sector-specific training programs for project-based education. What we are really proud of is an advisory network that we set up first in 6 pilot sectors, and now we run it in 11 sectors with more than 50 experts who are teachers of vet schools. And So with their help, we hold professional events. They organize regional events. They function as information points for the other VET teachers. They contribute in webinars. They elaborate publications such as tasks collections and project samples. So it's a good forum, a good platform for sharing knowledge and good practices and networking, and to build a community, a professional community. So this work mainly focused on project-based learning and digital learning materials, but we already other topics also arise, for example, as AI. And we started this work in the sectors where these digital teaching materials are available. And what is what are really good news for us, that we monitor the usage of the digital teaching materials, and we could see that it increased in the sectors where we run these working groups. So maybe it can be a catalysator for the usage of them. Just a few photos about our events. Normally we organize like 2 bigger events per sector per year. So we had 23 professional events in 2024, and the like 80–90% of the schools in the given sectors send representatives to these events. So they are really popular. We are really happy to see that, and the teachers are. So according to the feedbacks, they are also happy that they can learn from each other. They can get to know good practices. They can visit each other's schools. They can visit dual partners of the schools. And we also have a forum to share current information on these events. We also created sectoral sub-pages on our website where all the availabilities of our experts are available. So everyone can write them, everyone can contact them, and they have information on the events, and we have the publications here also. So the first ones are available now. This one is a task sample for sectoral basic examination in food industry, and the other one is task samples for interactive professional examination in environmental protection, and we have project samples for sectoral basic education in electronics and electrical engineering and mechanical engineering and specialized machine and vehicle production. So this work began, and we hope that teachers can really use this practical help, and we plan to elaborate furthermore such publications. And yes, AI, so also as a new challenge and opportunity. I stole this picture from a colleague. So as said, we can't be quick enough. We have the digital skills in the program and outcome requirements. So what's now? Do we have to update them with AI skills? We have the digital learning materials. Do we have to, or should we create an own language model to make their use much more effective? We already have training programs for teachers on digital learning materials and other digital topics. But I'm sure we need further training programs for AI, and not advanced, also advanced training programs, but also really basic programs so that teachers get to know to the possibilities they have. How does AI work? What can AI apps do? What kind of apps they can use when teaching? So, yeah, and we plan to expand this advisory network I mentioned also to AI. So maybe to appoint like AI ambassadors in the schools who can help the other teachers. So yes, we still have a lot to do. Now we set up a new working group on AI. The work just began or begins, so yeah, maybe next year I can report you on the progress we made. So thank you very much for your attention.